Welcome, everyone. I hope everybody is doing well. And welcome on behalf of Derek Brent, the Deputy Undersecretary of USPTO. We thank you for joining us today to celebrate this successful campaign. It was an extremely successful campaign. I'm Alfred Kindred, and it's been an incredible honor to serve as this year's campaign manager for the Department of Commerce, alongside the person who gives me the blues, my deputy campaign manager, Jocelyn Ashton. Jocelyn and I want to take this moment to express our deepest gratitude to someone that's very important to us and someone that really helped us out through this campaign. And we didn't expect that, especially since we're not from the same bureau. Our deepest gratitude to David Zaya. He's the campaign manager for Census and a valued member of our CFC team. David served as DOC's campaign manager for the last 2 years, so you see why we became friends. And his dedication and wealth of experience has been invaluable for us throughout the campaign. And I can't tell you the amount of times that I had a chance to pick up the phone in the middle of the night, or either 8:30, 9:30. And I'm not playing when I say that, asking him questions, because this campaign thing was new to me, and especially for the Department of Commerce. And I felt the big weight on my shoulders, but I was able to call David at certain times, even though I bugged him, and he picked up the phone. So he helped guide us through this campaign. So we owe him a deep debt of gratitude for that. So his guidance and support, believe it or not, truly made a difference. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome David Zaya.
Thank you, Alfred. All right, thank you, Alfred. Thank you, everybody. And I know I'm standing between lunch, and we got some other speakers, so I just wanted to say, really, and I love the way you said friends, because I think that's where it is. We've become friends through this process, and that's one of the great things with CFC campaign. You meet new people, you get to do new things, and you're helping people. We raised $3.5 million this year. Fabulous, fabulous. And you guys did it all. You pulled it together. And this year was a little different. The last couple of years when I was running it, we were still focused on a national capital area campaign. CFC is all split into different zones, and every region's got its own thing. Well, they've been trying at OPM to try to get to a more national perspective. And it really hit home with me early last year when I was in a senior leadership meeting, and the secretary and the other folks are saying, yeah, but how are we doing at the department? How are we doing at the department? And it's like, oh yeah, that's right. There's all these other organizations that exist outside of Washington, D.C. So I applaud Derek and Alfred and Joycelyn for really taking up the mantle and pulling together a national campaign, because I think it made a huge difference this year. I mean, and everybody hit their goal, which is even more fabulous, because that's not always been the case in the last few campaigns with the department. So my hat's off to you guys for running an excellent campaign, everything you did. And, other than the 9 o'clock phone calls every once in a while, I'll miss some of that every once in a while. But it was a lot of fun, and I just appreciate the ability to, and the comfort that they felt in calling me up and asking me to still, give you some advice and say, well, yeah, this is kind of way we do things. It's the way, but it's your campaign, and you guys did a fabulous job. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi, hello everyone. I'm Joycelyn Ashton. I am the Deputy Campaign Manager. David, thank you. Um, Thank you for your assistance throughout the campaign season. We couldn't have done it without you. Derek, thank you for hosting today's event. And Bobby, thank you for helping out with the food and the setup. Alfred and I, we truly appreciate it. And thank you to everyone here who was able to make it today in person. To the DOC campaign managers, key workers, volunteers, and leadership, thank you. A special thank you. With your support and effort, this year's CFC campaign was a resounding success. So let's continue to work together in 2024 to make a positive impact and support those in need. Thank you.
Coming up, okay. I may get in trouble for this, but this person that I'm about to introduce doesn't like a lot of fanfare, but I think he deserves it. So here I go. Ladies and gentlemen, It is with great pleasure and gratitude that I introduce to you a remarkable individual who not only entrusted me with the privilege of serving as this year's DOC campaign manager, but also have been an unwavering source of inspiration, motivation, guidance throughout our journey. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Fred Steckler, the Chief Administrative Officer of the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Thank you, Fred.
Alfred is right. I don't like the fanfare, but thank you, Alfred, very much. And it's been an honor to work with you in this and many other things, including the USPTO Military Association and others. So congratulations to all of you on an amazing campaign this year. Every year, it seems that campaigns do more and more, and it just amazes me. One of the things we do here at the PTO is that the Chief Administrative Office actually is kind of the seat of the campaign management. We've tried to keep that as a constant here and try and take all the administrative management pieces away from our campaign managers so that they can focus with our key workers and everybody else focus on raising money. So hopefully it works out. We think it's a good model here, and and then this year we were asked to lead the departmental campaign. And one of the things that the department did this year, which is a great initiative, getting the leadership lined up is really critical. And they actually established a rotation among the large agencies in the department for campaign leadership. And this was our first year of actually implementing a set campaign leadership at the department level, which really makes things move, function a lot better as opposed to getting the surprise call, the month before the campaign starts that says, congratulations, PTO's in charge of the campaign this year. So the department really helped out a lot this year and got that situated. My purpose here today is really to introduce one of the co-chairs at the department level of the campaign, our deputy director, Derek Brent, who was the co-chair with the deputy secretary for the overall CFC campaign for the Department of Commerce this year. And we are so fortunate to have Derek as our deputy director here, a man with an incredible heart. And I think those of you that have gotten to know him can tell, he's the real deal. And this campaign, I know he and I have spoken about the importance of the campaign and really what the campaign does in terms of helping many causes that desperately need our help. Derek is absolutely immersed in this, and personally, and we're fortunate to have Derek here. Derek, thank you for being the co-chair for the campaign for the department. It worked out really well. Congratulations! And without further ado, let's introduce the PTO's deputy director, Derek Brandt.
Fred, I want to thank you for that warm introduction. Fred doesn't like a lot of fanfare, but he's one of those guys that like FedEx, he just brings it, right? Maybe I'll start calling him FredEx. But as the Chief Administration Officer at the USPTO, Fred provided invaluable guidance, and his team, the CFC team as overall, were just invaluable and instrumental in making this a very smooth process. So Fred, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your team. And let's give some round of applause to them. I also want to take a moment to say a couple other thanks. Alfred, it was wonderful working with you. Dedicated, diligent are the words that come to mind. Joycelyn, loved working with you also. Enjoyed our calls. And the thing I love about Joycelyn is that if I ever got a little bit outside of the lines, she brought me right back in. But you know what? Here's the thing about it. Just a bright mind, and really thoughtful. If we hadn't had the forethought and planned it correctly, I don't know that we could have pulled this off. So thank you. Seriously. Dave, thank you for your leadership. And Usman and Bobby, can't say enough about you. You helped out all throughout, make sure the trains run on time and make sure that we get to the goal line. So I appreciate everyone. I'm going to start by apologizing because I know my mother in heaven is yelling at me for appearing up here with this scruffy beard and my unshaven head. Mom, I'm sorry. I was a little under the weather earlier this week, so I'm appearing before you. I thought it was more important to be here in person than it was to try to appear virtually. So I appreciate your indulgence and know that my mom is yelling inside of my head. So as I say, good afternoon and welcome to the Department of Commerce's CFC campaign managers and key workers celebration. I'm hit with one thought. What have you done? I mean, what have you wonderful, big-hearted people in this department done? You set a goal and we exceeded it again and again. And this is consistent of what we do. When we are called upon to serve, it is the beauty, and that's why it is a privilege to serve alongside everyone in this department and indeed here at the USPTO, but at this department. When you get called on, you step up, you serve, but you don't just serve, you serve excellently. Thank you. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. It was a pleasure to work with you on this. I don't care what the title says. I worked with you on this. And I really appreciated the chance to do this. Because of your dedication and your hard work, as I said, we exceeded our goal. 3.1 was the target, 3.5 million is what we hit. And we made history by exceeding it for more than $400,000. And this is all because of you. My mother would often remind me that the most important gift that we could ever give people are our time and our attention. And that's what you were called upon to do in this task, in running this campaign. And you provided your time and you got people to provide their attention to those in need. It is important. It's a winning combination every single time. And one of the true tests of character is what you do, not when you have to, but when you don't have to. It's very easy across time in a holiday season to just say, well, I've got to do this and that for my family and this, but everybody stepped up and gave a little to help somebody else for this next year. Folks, we can all take a moment to be happy and be happy of ourselves. And even on top of the money that was given, folks, how about the people that stepped up and stepped up and volunteered their hours that they're going to donate over the year? Now that again is giving time. I'm a valuable asset. So listen, I've learned never stand between people and food, even if you're a lawyer and long-winded. So I'm going to say thank you one more time. Thank you for the privilege of serving with you. And thank you for all of your hard work. And please enjoy. Thanks.